Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the 8th video of our Spring Boot series. So in this video we are going to test our update and delete APIs which we integrated in the previous video with database. Okay, so we are using the GPA repository, and here we tested in previous video create and retry. Okay, and if you haven't watched that video, please do watch that and then come here, because I explained most of the things concept in the previous video, and before that the one which has some title as 6 must know concepts before integrating with database. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, what we did is this update name. Okay, we have to update just name. So what dot save does is, okay, what is the work of dot save is, if you're not passing the id, that means it will create a new record. Okay, so how it will create a id is, we have seen this, okay, in the previous video. So we are marking this as at the rate id, that means it is our primary key and generated value as generation type identity. So we are using the auto increment. Okay, we don't really need to pass the id. So if you are not passing the id, dot save sees it as a create. But if you are passing the id, then what it understand is there is a existing element, so we have to update the values. Okay, you get it right. So we have to use the dot save for create and update as well. For create, we don't need to pass the id. Okay, we don't have to pass the id. And for update, we have to pass the id. If it finds that id, okay, any record with that id, it will update that, else it will throw an error. Okay, now here what we are doing, we are finding that employee we are getting, and we are setting the name for that employee, and again save. So in save we have that id also. Okay, with this employee, in this object it has id also, so it will update those values. Now in this case we are getting this employee. Okay, now what we have to do is, if my e is not equal to null, then only I will do this. Okay, or else through, anyway it is going to throw an error. So let's not check, let's do this. We will do error handling later. First let's do this. Okay, I don't need to store this. So if I find that, okay, then that's okay, it will save our new employee, and else it will throw an error. Okay, now I think it is, will again start. And if you see in our database we have these values, we will check this. Yes, I will do the retry. Okay, let's wait for it to start. Yeah, it is starting. So what we are going to see is, we are going to test the update and deletes. Okay, yeah, it is starting. Yes, it started. Now let's check. I'll first call our retrieve api, get api. So it is returning with this. Okay, so we have these values. Now let's first check the update. Update of what? Update name. Okay, and you know the difference of patch and put, which I explained in previous videos. Okay, please do watch that first and come here. Now, yes, here I have already written. Okay, now instead of this, I want some name as Tejaswini. Let's say I want to update the name Tejaswini, and I have to pass this ID. Okay, I will send this. Yeah. Now if I get, okay, if I retrieve the only that element with ID as 1, it is updated. The value is updated. I'll still show you in this database also. Yes, Tejaswini. Now this is for only one. Now we have to update what I want to update, the full object. Okay, so I'll take Sinchan. Okay, with ID, I think we have ID as Fatil 5. So I'll take ID 5. Okay, and I want Sinchan, I want 13. So it should update that ID 5. Okay. this one. I want the name also to be updated and also the code to be updated. So I will send this request. Yes. Now let's what was the ID? ID was 5. Let me retrieve that code. Yes, it is updated. Even if you see, we are getting the same DB data, but I am still showing you the this data. So you can see it is updated. Now we have checked the update. Now we will see one more case, okay, where we should get error is, let's say I will add some ID which is not there, 89, which is not there on our DB. So what I explained is dot say what it does. If I'm passing ID, that means it will check if there is any record with this ID. Okay, so it will not find this, so it will throw error. So if it is, you can see internal server error. We are getting this error. So let's check what is getting no value present. Okay, so it is giving us that error that it doesn't present. So at this point, if it is not getting, we are writing here or else throw. Okay, so it is throwing us error. Now this is done. Now let's see the delete one. So this video is going to be short, so we are just testing the our uh, delete and update APIs. In the next video, please do watch that also, okay, when I upload. So in that video we will be exploring about the repository. Okay, now let's delete here. I think this one we didn't save, I think. Delete. Okay, so I want to delete which element. Let's say what was there here. 2. Let's delete 2 with ID 2, my name. Okay, let me send this. Yeah, so here let's see, 2 got deleted. Yes. Now you retrieve. Yeah, 5 not 5. If I ask 2, okay, okay, no issue. Because the retrieve logic we have written. That's why it is maybe not expecting as expected. Okay, why? Because we have written this now. As it is not going in this, it is coming here and it is returning everything. We have to fix this, but fine. Yes. So I'm retrieving everything. So it is returning me all the records in the table. So if we are passing any wrong value, we should update this. Okay. So it is going in this. If my ID is not null, okay, ID was not null, so it came inside. And here my ID is not null and this is not the case. Else if ID is not null and e dot get ID is equal to, if nothing is getting, okay, so in that case it is returning us everything. That's why we got everything. Okay, that's fine, no issues. Now that's it for video. We can delete, okay, we can delete one more. Let's delete with 5. I'll send and let's retrieve everything. So only 3 records are there. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel, stay updated. Thank you.